everyone, and welcome back to another train simulator video. We're going to be taking a first look at the M3 DLC for the Long Island Railroad. So, good morning, engineer. It's another sunny spring Sunday afternoon on the Long Island Railroad, and once again work on the main line has forced a shutdown of the line from Minola to Hicksville. This time it is the Cherry Lane Bridge that is getting replaced to make way for the larger structure capable of accommodating the Long Island Railroad's third track project on the main line. The train you're about to operate would usually be to Huntington bound, because we're saying Huntington because that's on the East Coast main line, but we'll instead terminate in Minola to spin in East Williston to head back west to Penn Station. Right, okay, so we are... Oh, Smudges on the move. I should say big thanks to Dovetail Games for giving us a key to show this off. But yeah, this is the Long Island Railroad DLC out on the M3. Right, let's try and get it set up. Yeah, that's about right. We want that in max brake. We'll set that to neutral, and then we've got to charge the brakes. Where's the button for charging the brake on this one? Oh, we'll get them on as well. Are they already on? They're quite dim. No, we can't go on the external view at the moment. I need to charge the brakes. I need to find the button for charging the brakes. We can't go on the outside. Oh no, there we go. We can. Sort of. No, not really. We're sort of... Right, hang on. Let me go into there. There's a lot of trains. Where are we? We must be this one here, mustn't we? Oh, okay. Maybe not. We need to charge the brakes. I'm trying to remember the button where we charge the brakes on this one. It'll be right in front of me, won't it? Right, put them to dim. And I've got to charge the brakes. Oh. That sounds like it. There we go, now it's charging. So the brakes are charging up. Let's get that off, we don't need that on. But yeah, this is a DLC by Dovetail Games, although really it is by Brandon. I believe Cactus Juice and someone else called Repo. I think Repo did the model, and then I think Brandon did all the other bits and bobs. So that's forward. And then we should then be able to get going. There we go, cool. Well, we got going, so that's a good start. And it's quite laggy, the Long Island Railroad, and we are at New York Penn at the moment, which is one of the main stations. So it probably won't run too smoothly, but that's sort of just to be expected on a route like this. We've got New York Penn, Woodside, Jamaica, New Hyde Park, Maryland Avenue, Mineola, and East Williston. So we're not actually going too far. We're not going up to Hicksville. I think it said it was doing the works. They were doing the works there. Out we go. I'll turn on the safety systems as well if they're not already on. I've got a feeling they might automatically already be on. Which on this route, the safety systems are fairly easy. This 15 here just tells you the... Well, that's our actual speed, and that just tells you the speed which we should be going at the moment. Signal speed. And also the track speed as well at the moment. I think that should already be on. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, we're going to do that then. Yeah, we'll keep that on. But it's sort of one of those weird things where a Train Sim World DLC then gets released on Train Simulator. Which I know some people probably like, it's not a weird thing. But no, just sort of going from... Well, Long Island Railroad as a whole, I suppose. Because that originally was on Train Sim World, and then, I suppose, then went on to Train Simulator. Which is, I suppose, it's good to see. I suppose it means it sort of hasn't been forgotten. Things are still coming out nice and shiny for this. So this is New York Penn. I'm trying not to go above 15 here. I'm fighting with the grade as we come out of West Side Yard and into New York Penn. Right down. So yeah, it will be quite laggy, but that's just this route. It's one of those sort of mega, well, not mega routes, but one of those fairly highly detailed routes on quite an old game engine, so it doesn't like it too much. Feels weird driving the M3 on here though. Does feel weird. And I probably could go HUDless, as I know this route fairly well, but we'll keep it on. Got passenger view as well, it looks good. Okay, probably right to the end here. As we slowly make our way out of here. Point here. Get in there. I'm going right to the end. You can see a red there as well, I think, just at the end there. Yeah, so the route itself released. Oh, when did this route release itself? I think it was. Was it October, November time? Right, that's probably where we want to go. Yeah, October, November time. But yeah, this is I suppose the first DLC for it. The M3. You don't get those markers on Train Sim World. Oh, that doesn't look very good. We've got the tail lights on. It should be the switch up here. There we go. And yeah, that's right. There it is, though, the M3. I'm just going to save the game. I'm going to save it quite regularly. Right, we're going to be a bit cheeky. Let's do a bit of horn. Ready? Yeah, sounds good. What's the functionality in the cab like? That's something to test out. What's the functionality like? Okay, safety systems. Yeah, that's sort of a standard. What else can we do? What can we play? There's the acknowledge. Which actually is the alert on? I'm guessing it's probably on by default. Yeah, all of these seem to be on, so I'm going to assume that's probably already on. Right, what else can we do? So yeah, we got that. We got the horn. You got the headlights. Reading light or cab light. So you can use some of them windshield wipers. Okay, sort of yeah, the standard sort of buttons you can press. You've got the lights up here, which you can't. That will turn off the saloon lights. Blind, we got blind, the little sun visor, we can do that. Door buttons, no, I don't think you can use the door buttons. Although I'm guessing that's probably more guard operated on here. Yeah, so there's not too much functionality button wise, but sort of the buttons you need to use can be used. Oh, there's the brake recharge button. Yeah, it bloody is. I was thinking on the M7, because on the M7 it's like here, but yeah, on this side. Times penalty. No time. We've got points for that. Right. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Not a nice station, New York Penn. Covered up and all concrete everywhere, all underground. Not nice. And on this route, or at least if I can't remember the Train Sim one, you do get a mix of different signals. So you've got the more modern signals, then you've also got the Peninsula Railroad. Peninsula Railroad. Yeah, Pennsylvania Railroad signals. Some of the classic yellow ones, which are very, very easy to understand, so I like them. If you're a Train Sim World player, yeah, the one sort of Hicksville way and Horseshoe Curve, those routes have it. Then we go into the tunnel, we got 60. But we've still got to wait for this to change though, that's what I'm waiting for. Track speed 60, and that's now gone up to 80, although we could only go up to 60. So wait for the back of the train to pass that. It is really dark in here. There we go. So I'm assuming at some point we'll probably see one of those diesel trains as a DLC. Can't remember what they're called. The amount of times people have said what they're called, I just forget. I'm sure at some point we'll probably see one of them on here as well. What will it come to first? Train Sim World or Train Simulator? So we are, I think we're the max amount of coaches you can have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, we've got 12 coaches on this. Which is something, and I keep saying that you can't do on Train Sim World. I don't think there's any services with 12 coaches. I think the max is 10 you can do. 10, 8, 6. Right, let's go, let's get that up. And we're off. So yeah, frame rate should hopefully clear up once we get probably more past Jamaica, I'd say. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully it will clear up once we're out of here. What's it like now? Yeah, so it, as I said, it is quite a low. Well, it's quite sort of a powerful route. So it's one of those harder ones to sort of performance-wise in the game. But it's because it's just so detailed, so much going on. So probably a good thing to do would be turning down your scenery density when you're playing this route, or turning down your graphics, which I probably should have done. Liking that brake sound. So as we take off the brake, sort of whoosh of air. And then we got the very steep gradient to get out of the Hudson River. No, this is the East River. East River Tunnel. This is the next at M7, which has just passed us. Yeah, so hopefully it will clear up a little bit once we get a bit further out. So still, yeah, 17 on FPS. That's sort of the only downside to the route, really, is the performance on it. Other than that, it's fantastic. Cool, and you get 3 scenarios of the DLC as well. Although for me, only 2 were showing. So, not sure, but yeah, you should get 3 scenarios for it, which are career scenarios. So we get points, which means we'll probably end with negative points. And it is available for £11.99 from the Steam store. And obviously you will need to own the base route, Long Island Railroad, Train Sim Classic version, if you want it. It's the same for Train Sim World. The M3 is a separate DLC. Like your question, what version of this route do you prefer? The Train Sim Classic one or the Train Sim World one? So I think this one's slightly more modern, I think. Slightly. I think it's slightly more modern. And we got 40 coming up. Oh yes, hello, whoa, oh, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. I'm slowing down, alright? It gets quite angry with you. Don't panic, alright, yes. I know, yes, we're slowing down, don't panic. Happy? Yes, beep beep. Or buzz buzz, bell bell. Let's save the game. I'm going to save it, yeah, quite regularly on here. It's a lovely route though. And it goes back up to 60, so we'll be coming on to the slow lines as we're going on to Woodside, or going into Woodside, which is we've sort of got to come off on the diverging route. Lovely. But yeah, hopefully everyone is enjoying the video. If you are, feel free to leave a thumbs up. And yeah, what do you think so far of the M3? I suppose if you're a Train Sim World player, you may know it quite well, because we've actually got 2 iterations of it on there. We've got the M3A, which is on Harlem Line, one of the best US routes in Train Sim World, and then we've also got the M3 for Long Island Railroad on there. There's another M3. Acceleration's pretty good as well. There we go. the FPS is slowly creeping up now. I probably should have started somewhere a bit less laggier, but that's fine. Maybe I'll put a little thing in the video just saying start here if you like smoother FPS. That's where we're sort of heading out of New York now. So the massive bit. We're not heading out of New York. We're staying within New York, but out of the see that's much smoother now. That's just jumped up there. But yeah, as I said, it's really nice to see the M3 on Train Simulator. As I said, yeah, it's on Train Sim World, but it's nice to see it on Train Simulator as well. To sort of see the game hasn't sort of, yeah, just to see DLCs are still coming out for it, which are already on Train Sim World. I like that. And it's also good to sort of compare the two. But yeah, as I said, this isn't also. I'm obsessed with that. As I said, this DLC does say it's done by Dovetail Games, but I believe it is actually done by Cactus Juice and someone called Repo. I think Repo did the body and Cactus Juice did the rest. And Cactus Juice is Brandon, who actually started. No, she still does work on the Northeast Corridor, the Boston Sprinter route. He was the one who sort of started that, and then sort of said, well, Dovetail approached him and said, well, can we maybe take that and then, you know, upgrade it and make it into a Train Sim World 2 route. And that's what they did. So Brandon has worked on Train Sim World as well. Before anyone says, oh, we should do this on Train Sim World 3. That'll do. A little bit past, but that's fine. This is Woodside. And then after this, we are then going straight to Jamaica. So we're fairly quick, sort of semi-fast service. Interior also looks good when you're on the free cam, because on quite a lot of old Train Sim DLCs, you know, you'd have this view which looks alright, then you'd press the free cam, yeah, it's literally exactly the same, and then it would be horrible. It'd be all blurry and not nice. Yeah, that's what she's leaving. I can still hear the doors closing. This only came out a couple more days ago, so there might still be a few sort of little odds and sods which aren't right. But the fact that horn still sounds right next to me. There we go. Yeah, it's much smoother now. Well, smoother-ish. So yeah, we've got the Pennsylvania Railroad signals now, which I really do like because they're just so easy to understand. Three yellows up, green, diagonal, warning, and then red, well, is when it's horizontal. Horizontal? Yeah. They're very easy to understand, and flashing I think means you're going to be... no, I think a flashing one is sort of pretty much a double yellow. In British terms. Let's quickly pause that, and we'll get a screenshot, which you'll probably see as the thumbnail. Get a couple. There's one. Another one. And unpause. Let's get that. Looks like we're going to be running about a minute late if we stay at this speed. So let's get that up. Let's go. And it says we're due in. When are we due into East? Well, Manola. Oh, hello. I'm sorry. There's 80 on there though. I didn't like that. Yeah, we're due in at 12:29, so we've got about sort of 25 minutes or so until we'll be there. They said it was 45 minutes long, this scenario, although I'd imagine it's probably slightly longer. And hopefully you can't hear a humming sound, because the neighbours are probably trying to break through the wall again. Sounds like it, at least. Then we get, it's either Forest Hills or Primrose Hills. Forest Hills, I think it is. Yeah, Forest Hills Station. And it's Kew Gardens and then Jamaica. It's this long, straight bit. Yeah, I think it's Forest Hills. Or Forest Hill. Which is the next one along. Last time we go to 80, so I'm not really too sure what had a go at us for going above that. Unless the max speed of this train is 75 or so. Yeah, it seems to be alright with it now. Well, that's fine then. Come right down. But yeah, performance-wise, obviously not fantastic this route, but then there's just so many. There's just so much detail. So you know, look at all this here on the left and stuff. All custom assets, all very sort of detailed. So that's why. Forest Hills. Forest Hills. Pretty certain of it. Which we're not stopping at. And then Kew Gardens, which is just round the corner. And then down into Jamaica, where the branch from Atlantic Terminal joins up, which is also in this. But it is, I think it has the same trackage as the Train Sim World one. So Atlantic Terminal to Hicksville, no, Atlantic Terminal to Hempstead, Hicksville to the New York Penn. I think it also has Belmont Park as well, if I remember correctly. Or we can have a look actually. Oh no, you've got a you've got slightly more. You've got a little bit of that branch there, and a bit of this one here to East Wilston where we're going. Yes, Buzz, I probably should slow down because otherwise you're going to get angry. That's Kew Gardens. Not getting angry with us, this train. Should I turn the miles per hour power on? Maybe that's like the old display. Then we come down to 40 and down to 20, and you can see we've got a warning signal here as well. This is something to do with junctions, I think, this one, where sort of there's two of them together. Oh no, I think yeah, that means we're going, I want to say straight on, and the one above, if that was green, it would then mean we're going left. Could be wrong though. As I said, I know the basics of Pennsylvania Railroad signalling. When we're saying like horseshoe curve, you'll need to know the basics. You're getting really angry with us. Well, I know what a red looks like, so that's pretty much all you need to know. So that as well. Many motor sounds are very quiet, unless it's not Train Sim World. They sound much louder than they are in real life, which might be the case. And this is Jamaica. Yeah, I think probably New York's third rail network. Surprisingly, it's probably some of my favourite lines in the US. Harlem line, love that. The New Haven line, that's another good one. Well, there's a red on top of there, but it looks like we've got a sort of a warning one underneath. Yeah, it's a Harlem line. I mean, Long Island Railroad used to be my favourite line on Train Sim World before East Coastway released. I just love my third rail stuff. Although it would be cool to see the New Haven line. because that's sort of half DC and half AC, which is cool. Yeah, buzz, don't panic. 15 miles an hour now. The bulk of the journey is now done now. New York Penn to Jamaica, that always was up the longest bit. Well, I think it's only about 10 miles. I don't think it's much more than that. But it's sort of feels the slowest. And once we leave Jamaica, we're sort of on the home stretch. Just a straight line from Jamaica to Minneola. It's just a straight line. As we sort of come up to the Long Island bit. In we go. Yeah, buzz. Yep, the 8 not happy. It's fine. Went above 15 there. Got a bit angry with us. I can't remember if this model of the station was ported over from the Train Sim World one. I've got a feeling I heard it was. Does anyone know? Comment below. Was this version of Jamaica ported from Train Sim World? I can't remember if it was or not. I've got a feeling it was a completely different made one. I'll have a look in a sec. I think it might have been. I'm even fitting the platform here. That signal looks a bit scary. I don't want to go past that. Well, ideally we don't want to go past it. Yeah, the rear coach seems to hang off at the back of the platform. And has it done both sides? Oh no, only this side. Andyland. Oh, that's where the train's going. Wait, Andyland? No, I can't remember if it was ported over from Train Sim World. I don't think it was though, or is. Subway as well. Cool, but yeah, this is Jamaica. Sort of the main. Reminds me of Reading a little bit. Sort of the main station on sort of the mid section of the line. That looks good. That's really cool, actually. Your safety is our #1 concern. Watch the gap. Mind the gap. Well, there are quite a lot of UK stations now down in the southeast. They now have, instead of mind the gap, it's mind the step. Oh, that signal is clear, is it? So we probably could have gone right in the platform. Actually, they can still get off. Right, let's go. It's New Hyde Park next, so we'll be skipping out. Ooh, my Long Island Railroad knowledge. What is it? Hillside. Oh, I can't remember now. No, Hillside, Hollis, Queens Village, Bellerose, Floral Park, then it's New Hyde Park. Very slow out here as well. A slow crawl out of Jamaica. Come on, train, you can do it. Now we go there. Oh, yes, I don't know what's doing that. It reminds me of the 378, the Capital Star. But when the train's moving, once you've left the station, you then hear the doors closing. But yeah, it's only been out a couple of days, so there will be things like that, but then they'll be sorted. And to East Williston, we now have 10 miles, so I suppose we're sort of halfway mileage-wise. I suppose. I'll get out of here first, I guess. The model looks fantastic though, doesn't it? bit like the 700 on train simulator. The model looks fantastic. Very quiet motorwise. Someone tell me it's been on M3. Are they just quite quiet in real life? Was the train sim version a bit too noisy? Just can't really hear anything coming off of it. I remember it sounds a bit like a 72 stop. So bloody long the train. In a minute we'll be able to speed up. That's already gone up, but track speed is well, it's still 15. If we went up it would penalise us. Yeah, so New Hyde Park, which is in 6 miles, Maryland Avenue, and Minola. And then East Williston, which is slightly above, just a mile after Minola. Just off the branch line. This is the Oyster Bay branch, I think it is. Let's go. It's a very squeaky train. Let's whirl those brakes. And we're off. Wait, all those brakes? That doesn't make sense, does it? I'll just make them more slippery. New brake pads, that's what I'm... Yeah, new brake pads. Up to 60. Oh, we've got a 60 coming up actually, so then it goes back up to 80, I assume. And at Queen's Village we should then go onto the middle tracks if we're not already. Well, I think we are on the middle tracks already. So we've got 60 here. Buzz, yeah, I'm already at 60 game. Do not fear. That goes over there. That's one of the branch lines I think going off there. And you've got the hillside facility here, the depot, the Selhurst depot of Long Island. And we'll get that up again. And the footbridge actually looks good on this one, whereas on Train Sim World it looks quite dodgy. Already on the middle track. Well, I think we have to budge over anyway. Yeah, we have to budge over anyway. So then this track would then become the one which goes down the Hempstead branch. So we still will have to cross over tracks. Then you've got Hollis Station, which has got a really small platform. And then Queen's Village after. Don't be a red signal for us. That's a bit scary there. Well, I think it was for the other line. Let's save the game again. Yeah, it's running a bit nicer now, sort of 26 or so, so sort of smoothish. So that's better. This is a smoother part of the route. As we race our way along the straight bit. Yeah, so we should have to come down in speed soon. I can't imagine the crossover will be at 80 miles an hour. I mean, it might be, but I doubt it. Unless the points haven't changed yet. Which might indicate we might have a red coming up. This is Queen's Village. It can't be 80 coming across. Unless that thing brings us down in a second. I'll probably say we have to go across tracks just by one to the one on the left there. Which then becomes, I suppose, the up line. Well, that's fine there. That's a green. Oh, I can't be going across it. I'm going to start slowing it down. I can't imagine it's 80 across these points. I think if anything it's 45. I mean, it could be 80. Well, actually, I suppose it is 80. Yeah, I suppose it is. It's not too bad, is it? Yeah, okay. Right then. I suppose that's probably because it's a bit more modern on here, so they probably upgraded the points and stuff. And then you've got Bellerose Station, which will be coming up on the right, just for sort of the slow line, or the Hempstead branch. That's on the right there. And then Floral Park, which is where the Hempstead branch then goes off, and then we, I suppose, well, just 2 tracks. Well, I think it's free now. It's free now, realistically. Which then take you up towards Hicksville. Yeah, this is Floral Park. Nice little station. Through we go. And then New Hyde Park will be after this, I believe. Have a bit of horn. Cool. Yeah, so that's the Hempstead branch going off, which then goes Stuart Manor, Nassau Boulevard, Garden City, Country Life Press, then Hempstead. Down that way. I think that's right. Yeah, we've driven thousands of miles on this route on TSW. So yeah, fairly familiar with it. Well, this is, I think, a slightly more modern representation of it, so there are a few differences which we'll come across. And this is New Hyde Park coming up. Don't know if the train will fit in the platform here. I remember there's massively long platforms, so probably should. You can come in like 40 miles an hour and get a nice stop. Although we're going a tad fast at the moment. Let's just go a bit more. A little bit quick, although we should still be alright though. Oh, actually, hang on. We might not be alright. Oh. Oh dear. It's fine. It's alright. It's fine. Yeah, so what was I saying about coming out 40 miles? Oh, actually, hang on, no. See? No, it's fine, look, it says 12 unit here. I knew that. See, it's fine. The 12 car stop marker was there, so that's fine. Right. That actually is perfect, I think, because look, you've got the oh, hello. These front 2 out the front, and then the door of this one is just on the platform. So actually, I think that was probably a perfect stop. It's all good. I knew there was going to be a 12 there. Well, that's one of the differences with the train sim version. And yeah, maybe coming in 40-50 on the M7, not the M3. So we've got Maryland Avenue, mile up, Mineola, and then East Wollaston. So we're almost there, only 3 miles now. It's been a nice journey. Doors should close in a second. And then we'll be off. There we go. Let's make sure they have shut before we get going. Yeah. Maryland Avenue, which is the next one up. Oh, hello. Ooh. 15? Why 15 here? Yeah, the same things for the train. I know I keep bloody mentioning the train sim world version, but the same thing happens here as well. It's 15 miles an hour. As we're following another train. Oh, we are. Well, it's good when we didn't speed right up then. It's a red light just there. Well, I reckon that's going to change in a second. So we couldn't have gone too far past the platform there. Otherwise we would have been in for a bit of trouble. Yeah, don't panic. Well, that says approved. Oh, there we go. That's fine. Well, let's go then. Just had to tab it. Oh, it did say that, didn't it? No. I did say something at the beginning, I think. Some engineers on the line. Speed should hopefully then go back up. There we go. And into Maryland Avenue. Yeah, it runs much nicer out here, near enough sort of 30 FPS now. It's running nice and smoothly-ish. But yeah, everyone's on this thoughts. Do comment below. I probably won't be in the Premiere chat. But yeah, do comment below. What do you think of the M3 DLC for Train Simulator? Would you say it's better or not as good as the Train Sim World version? As we like comparing Train Sim to Train Simulator here. Personally, I would say I still prefer the Train Sim World version, purely because the fact you can actually hear the motor sounds, whereas it seems on here they seem very quiet. Unless maybe that's how they are in real life, which then I take that back. But it just sounds very quiet. And also a big thanks again to Dovetail Games for giving us a key to show it off. Oh, you have to go past the platform here as well. Bit weird the way you have to go past the platform. You think it would just, the back twos wouldn't open. And my Noda station, I think it's just up there. Here we are. And I guess there's that new track 3 there as well. Here we are, Maryland Avenue. An allowed overshoot. That's what it is. Permitted overshoot. Cool. Next it's Minola, which is, yeah, I mean you can see it from here. You can see the bridge going across just there where the cursor is. Well, maybe it's a bug, maybe it's a bug where we can't hear the motor sounds. It just sounds here very, very quiet. Unless, no, maybe that is how they are like in real life. At the back. Oh, that's alright. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's early days, isn't it? So, not sure any issues will be. I know Brandon did fix the route. There was like a patch out, like I think a week after it released, so he was quite quick with that. Yeah, buzzy. I know it's faulty. Don't panic. It's all right. Okay, right. And if Brandon is watching, everyone say hi to him. Should be Cactus Juice. Whoa, down to 15. What's with all these weird drops in the limit? Tempted to cut it out the system. Well, we will eventually get there. Oh, you've also got different passenger views as well. Oh, you've got quite a few actually. Why are the doors open? That's quite worrying. Got a section of passenger views. I'm not too sure why the doors are open. That is a bit scary. Well, we're very slowly coming into Minola. We'll get there, I suppose. And then we'll be going off the branch line onto the Oyster Bay branch for one stop. Do you know what? We're so slow though. Yeah, we have a red coming up, but we're so slow. Yeah, the modelling looks fantastic though of it. Can't fault that one bit. Yeah, the sounds just sound. Yeah, modelling is fun. And then to Mineola. But yeah, I'm not from Long Island. I don't know this train personally, so I suppose it's a bit like the 187. I don't know the train well, so I can't really say anything. So if it was the Class 700, which we know how the 700 went down for Train Sim Classic, I could comment on that. But yeah, for something like this, I don't really know it in real life, so I'm really just comparing off the Train Sim World version, which for all I know could be wrong. Yeah, those motor sounds do sound very quiet though. Someone tell me, what's right, Train Sim Classic or Train Sim World version? Very long platform here. Wait, oh, that's for the, it's like the D30 or DM30, that's like the diesel train on this route. Here we are. This is Mineola, or Minola, how we say that as well. And then we go up the Oyster Bay branch of one stopped East Williston. Or East Williston, not Wilston. And we got here, well, where did we depart at? 30 past, so I think we actually were here on time. Which is, yeah, 29:57 we got here. So that's fine. Not sure what that slow bit was though, coming into Mineola, or Minola. Hello, brilliant. Oh, was that it? We've gotten all the passengers where we need them. Oh, we'll now take the train onwards into East Williston, where this train will turn. Oh, okay, so it's just turning around there. Or turning back there. I thought it was saying I did something wrong or something. I was like, whoa, what have I done? Well, it's still 15. As we make our way out. So across the junction, we've got an awesome old signal box there. Signal boxes are cool. We like signal boxes. Out we go though, that is a good opportunity to screenshot as well, so let's quickly pause that and get it on the bend. There we go. First I took the exact same screenshot on the M7 when we came down here before. We got 30 as well. Cross the crossing. Yeah, it's not far, just about a mile. So we'll be there in no time. Hopefully it's not 15 the whole way though, that wouldn't be fun. 15 is slow. Oh, the door's open though. Oh, right at the front here. Gives you quite a cool view though. Very cool person. There we go. All these lovely passengers. Just wonder if we can speed up soon. Fingers crossed we can speed up soon. I'm only going to track 1, so I don't think we are actually going into the platform. Oh no, we are. Oh yeah, platform, track, yeah, whatever. Still 15. Oh well, we'll get there. Why is it so slow? Go up, go to 30, at least go to 30. That would be nice. But still 15. All through. Well, we'll be there when we get there. Slowly make our way there. We've got half a mile. And you can actually see the station now on the graph, which is nice to see. It's very nice to see, actually. Beep beep, yeah. Yeah, if you have enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a thumbs up, it all does help out. Yeah, what do you think of the M3 on Train Simulator? This is giving me flashbacks of doing US freight now. Crawling on at 15. Yeah, not really too bad to be honest. The modelling, yeah, it's fantastic. Sound wise, yeah, the motor sounds sound quite well. I don't know if they're even there, the motor sounds. But other sound wise, yeah, fine. I can hear the alerter, yeah, that bloody goes off quite a bit. So yeah, not too bad. See, I'm not going to say get it, don't get it. I'll just let you guys decide whether you get it or not. And that's the point of me showing it off, and you guys can make your opinions on whether you like it or not. And this is East Woodiston. Little stilts. There's the end of the line. Actually, realistically, it goes further, but the end of the modelled bit of track. And where's the 12 car stop marker? It's not over the crossing, is it? Can't be. I suppose we just stop here. I mean, I don't think we're actually picking up passengers here. I think it was just a turnaround, turn back. There we go. We have made it. We did it. That is East Woodiston. Well, hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. That was the Long Island Railroad M3 for Train Simulator Classic, for the Long Island Railroad Train Sim Classic. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Big thanks to Dovetail Games for giving us the key to show it off. Links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store, and I hope we'll see you when I next see you. See you all and take care. Oh, there we go. This train will wait here. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.